Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. For today's video I'm going to be decluttering all of my foundations again, and the reason why I decided to do this again for a second time is because I look back at the last declutter that I did a couple of months ago and I looked and I was like, there are so many more things I could have got rid of. I don't understand why I kept them, and I'm in the mind frame now where I'm like, if I know that I'm not going to use them, I'm going to get rid of them. I'm either going to give them to a brand new home if they aren't expired, or I'm going to chuck them in the bin if they have expired. And I feel like I did really good on this. I got rid of so much and I have so much more room in my makeup drawer, and I feel like I did really well on that, and I'm so pleased with how everything looks. And I'm shocked how many I got rid of, because when I was looking at the last declutter video for the foundations, I just looked and I was like, why are you keeping that? There is no point in you keeping that. You've tried that out before, you don't like it, why are you keeping it? There is absolutely no point. So I am getting rid of a lot of stuff in this video, and I feel like the drawer is almost clear and I've only got in there things that I know that I'm going to use, so I feel like I did really good. So if you're new to my channel and you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below, and also make sure to hit the bell icon just so you're notified every time I upload a new video. So I have done quite a few declutter videos recently and I will link them down below for you so you can check those out. I'll also link my playlist in this video so you can check it out as well. But I feel like I did really good. I love doing declutter videos. If there is anything brand new, then I will give it away or I will sell it. If there's anything that I have used a couple of times but isn't expired, then I will give it away to friends and family, and then everything that has expired I will be chucking it in the bin. So if you want to see me declutter all of my foundations for a second time, then just keep watching. So today I'm going to be redoing my foundation drawer, and I feel like the reason why I have decided that I'm going to redo this is because last time I did it I just kept hold of pretty much everything, and I feel like there are quite a few things that I do need to get rid of, and things that just I know that I'm not going to use and they could probably go to better homes. So I feel like today is a really good day for me to sort of get rid of all of the things that I feel like that I don't need. So as you can see, I do have multiples of things, I do have new things in here, and I know that I'm probably not going to use a lot of these things just because I know that the coverage of foundations and things like that that I like has changed a lot, so I know that there are some of these that I'm definitely not going to use. So the first thing that I'm going to show you is the Chanel Le Beige Water Fresh Tint. I absolutely love this stuff. I actually have two, so this one is the medium light, then this one is a medium. I have been using this so much during summer. I just feel like it looks so nice on the skin and it just looks like a really nice tint. So if you're one of those people that doesn't like heavy coverage foundations, or you don't like things that can feel heavy on the skin, then this is really good. Also it does have skincare benefits in there as well, and I do have very oily skin and this actually works out really well for me. I've also got the brush down here as well that you get with it, so it is really good. It is very expensive, but I feel like it works really well and my skin hasn't broken out and it just looks really nice on the skin. This one here is the YSL All Hours, and I have been holding on to this for such a long time, but I just know that I'm not going to use it. This one is BD40 and I feel like this might be expired. If it's not, then I might go ahead and give it to my sister, but this one is going to be going away. Then I have these three foundations from The Ordinary. So I have the coverage foundation and then I also have the serum foundation. So I have two of the serum, so it's these two. So I have 2.1Y and then I think that one is 2.0YG. Did do a first impression. I love this foundation. It's so good. It gives a really nice coverage. It's like a light medium, but it looks so nice and just like skin. This one is the coverage foundation. Now I do like this. The only thing is I don't like it as much as the serum foundation. But I'm going to have to test this out a little bit more to see how I like it, but so far the serum foundation is my favourite. It's super affordable as well. I did do first impressions on both of these foundations, and as you can see I don't have any self-tan on, so these look like they're going to be really dark, but I promise you when I do self-tan these do actually match. So I'm going to be keeping all of these because I know that I really like them and they're super affordable as well. This one is the Wet n Wild Stick Foundation, and I'm going to be getting rid of this one just because I did use it in the first impression. I've used it once or twice since then, but it just doesn't work well on my skin and I just don't think I like it, so I think my sister might end up liking this. This one is in the shade Soft Beige. This was a really good shade for me. I don't like the coverage, I don't like that it doesn't stay put on my skin all day, and I do prefer the original Photo Focus compared to this one. I also have my sponge in here in the container, and then also have my SPF, so I'm going to be keeping those obviously. And I have the IT Cosmetics CC cream. I have the matte one and the original one. The original one I tend to use if I'm not going out or anything like that, so if I'm working from home but I just want to have some skincare in there. It is really good. My mum does like this. This doesn't stay put on my skin as much as the oil free one because I do have very oily skin, but these two don't break me out. I do like the colour of this one better. I feel like that this one is more of a warm undertone, even though they are exactly the same shade. They're both in the shade medium. I like the fact that this has SPF 50 in it. I wish that this one had 50 in it as well, but only has 40. But I like these, they are so good. As you can see, I have almost used this all the way up, but I'm definitely going to be keeping these because they're so good. Also, my mum is 50 and she loves this CC cream. She likes the original one. So if you do have mature skin, then I definitely recommend this one. And I'm going to go into these ones back here. These are the Tarte Creamy Confidence Powder Foundations, and I used to love these, but I feel like this is probably a time for me to get rid of them because I've had them for absolutely years. You can't get them anymore, they are discontinued. I did have 3 shades. And it's really upsetting because I love this and I just can't get it anymore. But the only problem is I didn't really have a lot of different undertones for these. I only had like the odd ones. I know this one, Fair Neutral, is really, really pale. I'm not going to have that. Even when I don't have any self-tan on, that one is very fair for me and it's even more pale than my skin tone, and I am really pale naturally. And then this one is light neutral. So this one I actually use quite a lot. But that's what the undertones look like. So I'm going to get rid of this one because I know it's probably disgusting. I am going to keep these pouches though, because these would be really good for travel if I do take a powder or anything like that. So I'm going to keep the pouch. I feel like I might keep this just so I can use it as a face powder. So this one I'm going to keep because I just, like I said, I'm going to use it as a face powder anyway, and this is really matte as well, so this will be really good. Next I have the CoverGirl Outlast Stay Fabulous 3-in-1 foundation. Now I do have 2 of these. This one I got from the USA when I went quite a while ago actually, but I think this one's actually expired. When I did my last video, someone did say that it's probably not best to have expired makeup, so I'm going to get rid of this one and I'm going to keep this one. For some reason I actually bought this one off Amazon and I thought it was the same shade, but it's not. 942 and 832. So I'm going to keep this one and try it out and see how it goes. This one I'm going to get rid of because it's expired. Then I have my Tarte foundations and I'm going to be keeping this. This is the Amazonian Clay 12 Hour Foundation. This is really good because it does have skincare in there. I am really liking foundations that have skincare in them recently, and it's just ones that I go to. So these ones do have skincare benefits, light, medium sand and light sand. I'm going to keep these because I really do like them and they are within the date as well. Yeah, 12 months, and I opened this in December. So if you guys see any of these, it's for me to have an indicator to see when I did open it. Then I have my Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundations. I have 5 shades in this because I love this stuff and I will never ever get sick of this foundation. So I have 2W1, 2W2, 1N1, 2N1 and 1W2. So I have 5 different shades because they're different stages of self-tan, and I honestly use every single shade of these. So this one is my natural shade. This is 1N1. This is what I am when I don't have any self-tan on. I'm going to keep all of these. I'm just going to see if this one's run out because this one looks like it might be on its last legs, or it might just be, yeah, this one is pretty much used up. So this one needs to go, but I do believe that I have a backup in my other drawer as well. So this one is going to go, but I'm going to keep the pump. This one is a MAC pump. They also now do an Estee Lauder pump, I think, but the MAC pumps work out with these really, really well. So next I have this Pro Matte foundation. This is the PS Double Coverage Matte Foundation. I love this stuff. This is so good, but this one is actually too old because this one is May 2019 and this only lasts for 12 months. I did do a first impression on this and I absolutely loved it. This is such a good foundation. It's a really good dupe of the Estee Lauder one. So as you can see, they do look very similar, but this is I think £5 and this one is about 35. So it does last a very long time. It makes me very matte during the day. It also has SPF 15 in there, but I feel like this one is probably going to need to be chucked away because it has expired. So this one is going to be going. And then this one, I don't think I'm actually going to use it, so this one I'm going to give to my sister. This is in the shade Nude Beige. It might be the correct shade for her, but I know that I'm probably not going to use it. Then I have this Dior Backstage Face and Body Makeup. This, I think it's probably expired. I'm going to keep this because I do like light coverage foundations at the moment, and this is a very, very light coverage. Also, you can use this on your body as well, so I'm going to keep this because it'll be a really good body makeup. And I have the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturiser Oil Free. I did a first impression on this and I absolutely love it. I will link it in this video for you. I have 2W1 Bisque and 2W2 Nude. I use both of these shades. It's so good on oily skin and I'm going to be keeping both of these. The Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. I absolutely love this stuff. I am definitely going to be keeping this. And the Marc Jacobs Remarkable Foundation. Going to be keeping this because I absolutely love it. This one is the NYX Born to Glow in the shade Medium Olive. I haven't worn this a lot since I did my first impression, but it was really good in the first impression and it looks very nice and the skin looks very natural, so I'm going to go ahead and keep this because I really did like it and I do want to test it out a little bit more. And I have the Revlon Colour Stay foundation. This one is the oil-free one. I'm going to get rid of this just because it is within the date range, so it hasn't expired or anything, because you can actually have this for I think 2 years. Yeah, these are 24 months. I actually opened them in March of last year and I did use this quite a lot, but the only problem is the shades are very wrong for me, so they all tend to be quite neutral or pink. Even this one, which it says sand beige, this one is very pink when you put it on the skin and it just doesn't look that good with my self tan, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of these. I'll probably end up giving them to one of my sisters or something. And the Florence by Mills Like a Light Skin Tint. I actually really like this. Now, I have tried this out recently and I feel like my skin has just got a lot more oilier than it used to be. This is a really good shade for me as well. I can't remember what the shade is. LM050, so it is a very good shade for me. I am only going to keep this just because I like tints and this does have skincare in there and I just basically want to use it up. Then I have the EX1 foundation. I have 4 shades and this is all different stages self tan. So, what ones do I have here? So I have 3, 4, 5 and 6. I don't even know if I'm going to keep this, you know, just because I don't wear it. I tend to wear light coverage foundations. This is a very good foundation, but it just doesn't have skincare in it and it's one of those where that's what I'm looking for. It does have 24 months as well and I know that none of these are out of date or anything. I know that these were pretty much opened earlier on in the year, so I think I might just keep, I'm not going to keep the darker one. I think I might just keep shade 3 because I think this was my most worn shade, but the rest of them I think I'm just going to get rid of. Actually, I'll keep 3 and 4 just because I do use them quite a lot, and then I'm going to get rid of these 2. If I don't use this by the next time that I do declutter, then these are going. And the L'Oreal True Match foundation, I absolutely love this stuff. This is one of my favourite foundations I've ever used. I use it a lot when I go to work, and this does remind me of the EX1 foundation. However, this has hyaluronic acid in it and it actually lasts longer on my skin than the EX1 foundation, so I'm definitely keeping these. I have 3 and 2 and these are in the W, so golden beige and golden almond. I do also have 4 W and 2 N underneath in my other makeup just because I haven't opened them yet and I love this foundation so much, so these 2 are definitely staying with me. And I think I'm going to get rid of the EX1 foundations just because I prefer this so much more. And the last foundation I have is a Maybelline Matte and Poreless. This is in the shade 128. I love this foundation. This is so good, especially if you want a drugstore alternative to the Estee Lauder foundation. It is so good, super affordable. I did get this in the USA when I went quite a while ago, but I didn't actually open this until I think earlier on this year. I love this. It lasts all down my skin. It's so good if you have oily skin and is a really good shade for me as well, so I'm definitely going to be keeping this. So after looking at all my foundations and decluttering them, I'm actually getting rid of 14 of my foundations, and these are foundations that I know that I'm not going to use or ones that have expired. And like I mentioned, my skin has changed and the types of foundations that I like have changed as well. I do like a lot of skincare and these foundations don't have any skincare in them. I feel like I did so much better on this declutter because I got rid of stuff that I knew that I wasn't going to use. So I'm going to go ahead, clear all of this out and then put all of my foundations back in so you can see what I'm keeping.